win great prizes. Glow bowling on Saturday nights from 7 until closing. Bring your entire family of fun entertainment for all ages.
There's a limited supply available. It's on sale right now. Save with half-off fun from foxbangor.com. You're watching Fox 22 Bangor. From the Great Northwoods to the Rockbound Coast and streaming live in HD worldwide at foxbangor.com. More people choose Good Morning Maine.
Today on Good Morning Maine, papermakers in Baileyville say they may go on strike if they don't receive better pay.
Plus, plans to build a new Ellsworth Police Department may be in jeopardy after a lawsuit is filed to stop it.
And the University of Maine is taking a new approach to feeding students on the Orono campus. Good morning and welcome to Good Morning Maine. I'm Emma Smith.
And I'm Craig Colson. Thank you so much for joining us. We'll have those stories and much more coming up, including the latest on that big winter storm that's blasting the New York area. You know, crazy amounts of snow out there. Fortunately,
a historical one, it
right,
seems, yeah.
Fortunately, we don't have to deal with anything like that, at least not in the foreseeable future.
Seems like mostly sun tomorrow in certain parts of the state. So
not bad temperatures for this time of year either.
Right. Devin has that going for us, and he has the forecast.
And thank you very much, Craig and Emma. Happy Friday. Your first weather forecast brought to you by Ansley Moore. Ansley has been a realtor since 2013. She works throughout the state of Maine with both buyers and sellers with a focus on the greater Bangor area. Alrighty, here we are, though. We do have a few alerts in effect. A small craft advisory that's also up until 6 a.m. Saturday. A gale watch is up until 7 a.m. Monday. We do have some active surf that we'll have to watch out for again with another system that will begin to move in. Here's a closer look at that small craft advisory, which expires at 6 a.m. on Saturday. Just this area highlighted here along the ocean front, that will drop first. They'll have to watch out for the gale alerts that will go into effect at least through parts of Monday morning. But here we are, though, at this point. We're looking pretty quiet out there. There's a few clouds that are passing through. Most of us will stay dry today. Areas to the north may get to see a few snow showers, but again, for us, staying dry with a partly cloudy sky overall. Here's a big picture right now. All this right here, tracking from the west to the east, you can see we do have some snow developing. A lot of that lake effect snow, which is really hitting Buffalo at this point, though. But for us, so we will stay dry today with that partly cloudy sky, and any snow that does get going will stay to our north. Any rain will stay to our south. So we'll be good to go today. Partly cloudy. That might be fog. We may have to watch out for a little bit of fog that may develop overnight tonight in the parts of the morning period. Tomorrow, a little bit of wind we'll have to watch out for from time to time, mainly out of the southwest at around 5 to 10 miles per hour. Some of the higher gusts may still stay overseas at times, which is why those alerts are still in effect. But otherwise, your hourly forecast for the rest of the morning and afternoon period will be watching for a partly to mostly cloudy sky from time to time. Temperatures in the 30s. Your full 5-day forecast is coming up. Craig and Emma.
All right, thank you, Devin. Before we move ahead, we want to let you know that things are back to normal on Route 7 in Corona. It was just after 5 o'clock this morning. There was a serious crash there involving 3 people in all. Emma, from what I understand, a tractor trailer was pulling out on Route 7. Another car tried to swerve to avoid it, ended up colliding with it. Then moments later, another car came in and collided into the wreckage. And there were a few people taken to the hospital, but I'm told there's no serious injuries there. We're continuing to follow that story, and as soon as police have some more information about that crash in Corona this morning, we'll certainly pass it on to you.
Seems like a good sign that they know the details at least.
Yes. People are okay.
Right. Okay, well, a Lewiston man has been found guilty of murdering the mother of his child. The Attorney General's office says after deliberating for less than an hour, a jury found Jaquil Coleman guilty of the murder of 19-year-old Natasha Morgan. She was shot and killed in August of 2020. Her family says she was shot and killed in front of her mother and child, who were not hurt, though. The family also says it happened as Morgan and her mother arrived at a home as Coleman was dropping off the baby girl for a birthday party. Just a day before she was shot, an aunt says Morgan had told her about her abusive and controlling relationship, and they were planning her escape. Coleman faces a term of 25 years to life in prison when he's sentenced at a later date.
Workers at the Woodland Pulp Mill in Baileyville say they're on the verge of a strike vote. The United Steelworkers Local 27 is asking for the company to present a contract offer that provides high enough wages to keep up with the cost of living.
All across this country, workers are leveraging whatever they can to better themselves. And our members in Woodland are no different. We're trying to get the best we can for our members and their families.
Well, there is a plan in the works for union workers to set up a so-called bat light signal on the side of the tissue machines at the mill to send a message that says essential workers deserve a fair contract. We did reach out to Woodland Pulp and Paper for a comment, and they told us we're in negotiations and have a process for these discussions to follow. As you know, these discussions have not concluded. We're looking forward to meeting with the union officials the next week or the week after next. Woodland Pulp remains optimistic that they can work with the committee to collectively bring these negotiations to an equitable and logical conclusion. We will certainly keep you updated on the progress of those ongoing negotiations.
Employees at one Maine Starbucks store walk out and joined a nationwide one-day strike in what they call a Red Cup Rebellion. Asia Reed was in Biddeford, where workers were demanding change at the coffee giant.
Over 100 Starbucks stores are going on strike today nationwide. This Biddeford location being one of them.
Oh, what fun it is to strike on this Red Cup Day!
Today is Red Cup Day for Starbucks, where the company gives a free reusable cup to customers who purchase a holiday drink. Traditionally, this is one of the busiest days of the year for Starbucks workers, but not today.
2, 4, 6, 8, Starbucks come negotiate!
Employees at this Alfred Street Starbucks in Biddeford picketed outside of the coffee shop, demanding better pay, schedules, and working conditions. More than 2,000 employees at 112 locations nationwide walked out today. They say it's been almost 12 months and the company is refusing to bargain with employees who voted to unionize.
We are hoping that Starbucks will listen to us and take us seriously, that we are ready to bargain, we are ready to sit down at the table, and we've been waiting too long.
Mixed reaction from customers, hoping to place an order.
I'd be in support of it. Everybody deserves, to work better. Better work environment, especially if it's food.
I don't believe in unions. I don't believe in their conditions are that bad that they got to strike. I'm sure they get paid plenty of money to do it because they're charging $6 a cup for coffee. I just think it's ridiculous. This generation has gone off the tilter with this stuff. They need to get to work.
As for now, Starbucks is against unionization, as they say they feel it works more efficiently working directly with their employees.
Meanwhile, in other news, Ellsworth Police recently announced plans to build a new police station, but not everyone is happy. A lawsuit has been filed because some don't believe the public had enough voice in the process. Our Matthew Jurancic explains.
A month after getting the go-ahead for a new police station, the city of Ellsworth is getting sued over how they attained the property.
It's appropriate to try to build a new police station that will serve the citizens of Ellsworth, but it has to be done the right way.
The city is getting sued by City Councilor Steve O'Halloran, Union River Associates Reality Holdings, Chase Incorporated, and Wiley & Grant LLC over the matter. An attorney gave us information regarding the case saying, quote, "The city failed to give the public enough notice of its intended actions as required by the law and violated its procurement policy," end quote.
The city put out a very perfunctory notice that it was considering some action regarding the police station. It just said that there was going to be consideration of the police station. It didn't say anything about the city considering a 20-year lease. That's a big deal.
Baber went on to mention that the city not only failed to notify the public, but did not go through a formal bidding process.
That if it's going to expend more than $15,000 to get goods and services like a lease on a police station for 20 years and $1 million improvement contract, it makes sense to put it out to public bid, but for the fact the city didn't send it out to bid.
And Baber says while this lawsuit is not about money, it's more about doing the right thing.
Follow the proper procedures. Give the public notice, get the public input. The city of Ellsworth shouldn't be in a big rush to get this done. That's not a reason to ignore public input and to get the best available bids.
We spoke to city manager Glenn Mosier, who also serves as police chief, and he referred us to the city attorney. We tried to reach out to the attorney but have not heard back. Matthew Jurancic, ABC7 and Fox 22.
Jared Golden secured his seat in Maine's 2nd Congressional District 2 days ago, and yesterday his opponent, Republican Bruce Poliquin, issued a concession statement and thanked Maine voters. The statement read in part, quote, "We ran a strong campaign and put thousands of miles on my Jeep traveling across the district to hear concerns with as many Mainers we could. Although the results didn't go our way, I am proud of the effort we put forward. My best wishes to Jared Golden and his family. Jared Golden, President Biden, and their Democrat majority should reverse course during the next 6 weeks while they still control everything in Washington. They should work with Republicans to make sure we allow increased supplies of heating oil to lower the cost so our seniors can afford to stay warm this winter. It is critically important we take care of people here in Maine with the rough winter ahead."
Well, a state lawmaker, meanwhile, is poised to make history in Augusta. Representative Rachel Talbot Ross has been selected to become the first African-American Speaker of the House in Maine history. House Democrats elected her Speaker on Thursday. From Portland, Ross is also the daughter of the state's first black lawmaker, Gerald Talbot. She has served in Augusta since 2016 and will be the 4th woman to serve as Speaker. House Democrats also selected Representative Maureen Terry of Gorham to serve as their majority leader.
The holiday season is right around the corner, and Maine health officials are issuing a reminder that COVID-19 is still here. The Maine DHHS is encouraging you to order free at-home COVID-19 tests. Every month, each household can get one free kit of 5 rapid tests mailed to their home through Project ACT. Health officials say testing, along with vaccination and other precautions, helps keep communities safe as people travel and get together. Maine DHHS Commissioner Jeanne Lambrou says being able to test can give families peace of mind when they visit others.
We are excited that Maine people continue to care about their families, to care about their communities, getting these COVID-19 tests. And we urge them all to stock up before the holidays so we truly can get into the new year safe and healthy and happy.
You can find where to place an order for these COVID-19 tests at maine.gov/COVID-19.
Governor Mills announced a big tax cut is coming for Maine businesses. She says they'll see a significant cut in unemployment taxes next year, thanks to an investment in the state's unemployment fund. The Mills administration directed the investment of $382 million into COVID relief funds into Maine's unemployment trust fund. It was invested to help prevent tax increases for small businesses during the pandemic and ended up keeping the fund solvent while so many other states struggled. Because the trust fund is so strong, the state won't have to collect as much in unemployment taxes next year, saving Maine businesses an estimated $23.7 million. I'm sure they won't mind that either.
Absolutely. Yeah. Absolutely. Well, the time is now 8:12. Coming up next on Good Morning Maine, we'll hear about how UMaine is outsourcing the food that they feed to students.
But first, let's take another look at that forecast. Today will be a partly cloudy day with highs near 35 degrees. Tonight will also be partly cloudy, dipping down to a chilly 19 degrees. Tomorrow, though, should turn out to be mostly sunny with a high near 40.
Renovating or building new, you'll find a wide selection of high-performing, energy-efficient, and beautiful windows and doors at Hammond Lumber Company. Your Hammond sales representative will walk you through the showroom displays and help you choose options to create a personalized custom look. Free in-home measurement is available, and Hammond can deliver your order from any of their locations across Maine and New Hampshire. Bring your vision and enjoy better light and added security and energy savings with quality windows and doors from Hammond Lumber Company.
At Bouchard Cleaning, rebuilding and restoring means more than just another job. To us, it's about bringing back cherished memories, restoring unforgettable moments in time, and giving hope when all was thought to be lost. For over 35 years, our mission has remained the same. You keep the memories, we'll handle the rest. Statewide commercial and residential services. Bouchard Cleaning and Restoration.
If you're looking to buy or sell a home, chances are you have a lot of questions. Norm Prouty has answers. Learn some tips and tricks and explore some beautiful new homes on the market. The Norm Prouty and Donnell Baker Real Estate Show, Sunday mornings at 8:30 on Fox 22.
Coffee Break Cafe is the best little cafe in Hamden where everything is homemade. Come try one of our famous omelets. We're open Monday through Friday from 6:30 until 2. Saturday is 6:30 till noon and 6:30 till 1 on Sundays.
For
Former enemies Drew McIntyre and Sheamus have united to declare war on the Bloodline and Roman Reigns. It's an all-new edition of Friday Night SmackDown, live at 8 Eastern, 7 Central, tonight on Fox. Here we go.
Everything I did for my family.
The Cleaning Lady, Monday on Fox.
The University of Maine has reached a deal to outsource dining services at its flagship campus in Orono to the private company Sodexo. The company currently serves all other schools in the university system. UMaine President Joan Farini-Mundy says they hope to be able to offer more dining options to students through the new partnership, including the integration of more digital and mobile ordering technologies.
Well, you know, we've all visited other campuses and we see the food delivery robots and all kinds of ways in which we are aiming to serve our student population as conveniently as we can. How will we move into the future, building on our terrific, solid foundation here? So it's going to be an exciting conversation, I think, in the coming months.
Farini-Mundy says all of the food service workers currently employed with the university will be offered positions with Sodexo. The changeover will officially begin in July of 2023.
Meanwhile, a $2 million endowment was established for the new Silver Nail Scholars Program in Hancock County. Andy Silverman graduated from Bucksport High School back in 1989. While he works around Chicago, he comes home to Hancock County every summer.
The idea is that education creates opportunity, which improves lives, which improves communities. And that's what this is fundamentally all about.
The scholarship would be for $15,000 for Hancock County high school graduates, with up to 10 scholarships given on an annual basis. This scholarship is intended for students going to college, but also for those going to technical schools, as well as other institutions. Silvernail will also create a leadership symposium every summer to bring scholars in the program together to talk about value-based leadership and to find mentors. I think I was reading it yesterday. It's like a $2 million investment, something like that.
That's awesome.
Bringing back to Maine to help other students.
I love that they invested in technical schools as well. Something for everybody.
Don't forget them.
Right.
You know, and people like me who learned how to go to shop and whatever.
Right, and we don't have shop class anymore, right? But there is, I know Bangor High School has United Technology Center at UTI, so there's all sorts of ways that you can learn and get into it, and it's needed more than ever.
Right, we need the trades.
Right. Well, the time is now 8:17. After the break, we'll check out how a local Bangor Learning Center is fundraising with potatoes.
Plus, we'll have an update on the national midterm election results, that and more, as Good Morning Maine continues.
If you're a Medicare beneficiary and live in the area, call now to see how this little card could get you some big benefits, including up to $840 added back to your Social Security check each year. With one toll-free call, you can find out how easy it is to get all of your original Medicare coverage, plus extra benefits. You get an all-in-one plan designed to fit your needs so you can be your best every day. You could have medical coverage, prescription drugs with $0 generics, dental, vision and hearing, plus the WellCare Visa Flex Card to pay for extra dental, vision, and hearing expenses, money for over-the-counter items, and up to $840 back in your Social Security check each year. And so much more. And here's more good news. You can get a WellCare plan for a $0 monthly premium. How can WellCare offer all of those benefits for a $0 monthly premium? It's simple. Medicare Advantage and Medicare Part D prescription drug coverage are important parts of Medicare. WellCare has a contract with Medicare to offer and provide these important options to you. Call right now to get your free copy of the WellCare All-in-One Guide. Call 1-866-819-7962 now. There is absolutely no obligation for requesting this free information. WellCare offers benefits that go beyond the basics, including up to $840 each year added to your Social Security check to help cover your Part B premium. Call today to get your free copy of the All-in-One Guide with absolutely no obligation. Your free plan guide will provide information to make a smart choice for your Medicare coverage. Just call 1-866-819-7962. Remember, there's no obligation for requesting this free information. So call 1-866-819-7962. Call today. WellCare. Medicare done well.
It's that time of year again. The Challenger Learning Center of Maine is having its annual Spud Drive. It is a big hit every year. People from all around Maine come to buy a 50-pound bag of russet potatoes that were grown up in Aroostook County. The proceeds usually go to the Challenger Learning Center, but this year they're partnering with the Salvation Army, and both organizations will benefit. So you can buy some for yourself and choose to donate some to someone in need.
As a nonprofit, always looking for creative ways to have fundraisers. And this is one that really is applicable for this time of year of gathering. And of course, you want the Maine potato as part of your Thanksgiving meal. And a neat part about this fundraiser is now is kind of morphed, where it doesn't just support Challenger, but we've actually partnered with the Salvation Army of Bangor.
Now, there are a few bags left for sale with the pickup happening today. So head on over there and get some yourself.
Now to that paralyzing snowstorm hitting parts of western New York and the Great Lakes area. New York has been in a state of emergency. The snow has been piling up throughout the night, and it's expected to continue for days. The radar shows a fire hose of snow caused by cold air moving across the relatively warm water of the Great Lakes. That has officials telling everyone stay home. ABC's Andrew Dimbert has the latest.
This morning, lake-effect snow is burying parts of the Midwest and Northeast as what officials call a life-threatening storm takes hold. More than 3 inches fell in just 1 hour overnight at the Buffalo airport, where air traffic has ground to a halt.
There could be 2 feet on the ground by 7 o'clock in the morning.
Thousands are without power as the heavy snow further complicates the already treacherous road conditions. Wrecked vehicles lined highways north of Syracuse in Parrish, New York. The governor closing more than 130 miles of the thruway from Rochester to the Pennsylvania border. Where the roads were still open, traffic ground to a crawl. And overnight, a driving ban going into effect for all of Erie County, home to nearly 1 million people. Truck drivers in the area racing against the clock.
Well, I'm going gas up. I'm trying to get far away from New York as I possibly can.
The NFL has preemptively moved Sunday's game between the Bills and Browns from Buffalo to Detroit, keeping fans off those potentially dangerous roads.
Yeah, there's potential for 48 inches of snow here, and that is nowhere near a normal snow for Buffalo, New York.
Residents in the area are stocking up on the essentials as they prepare to hunker down for the weekend.
We're loaded.
I got the essentials already.
Residents are taking every precaution as they brace for a potentially historic storm in a region that has felt the power of these storms before. In November of 2014, a lake-effect system dumped more than 5 feet of snow on western New York. At least 13 people died.
Stay-at-home orders. We don't hear that very often.
Well, kind of a warning to us all that winter is coming, whether we like it or not.
Right. Well, the time is now 8:22.
Let's get a full look at our forecast. Here's Devin Biggs with the details.
Alrighty, Craig and Emma, thank you very much. Your full weather forecast brought to you by Ansley Moore. Ansley has been a realtor since 2013. She works throughout the state of Maine with both buyers and sellers with a focus on the greater Bangor area. Alrighty, here we are. We do have gale watches and small craft advisories. Both are in effect. The small craft advisories will expire first. What you see shaded here is the gale watch. It's a whole coast that's up until 7 a.m. Monday, which means we're expecting an upgrade to gale warnings at some point, though. So let's just show you the small cat advisory that's currently in effect, and this will expire at 6 a.m. as we head towards your Saturday, as things will calm down first, and then we'll have to watch out for things to get active again, though, as another system will look to pass through. But otherwise, here we are. Just some clouds moving through this morning. We'll be under a partly cloudy sky in general today, maybe mostly cloudy from time to time as well. There's a lot of lake effect snow that's developing just off to our west, so courtesy of this front right about in here. Buffalo really getting it this morning. But this front will track off towards the east, and that's why the ocean will get active yet again. We might get a little bit of snow as we head towards your Sunday, but that'll be about it. But the winds in the short term, though, won't be too bad. They'll actually start to calm down just a little bit, maybe a quick gust up to 15 miles per hour. But overall, especially as we head towards your Saturday, things will be looking pretty good. But otherwise, though, wave heights are active in a few areas ranging from 2 to 9 feet according to some of the buoys right nearby, even up to 11 feet further off towards the south and east. So the ocean is active with a cold front overseas right now. Our average high being 45 degrees, but we're not going to be close to that. We're going to be in the mid-30s today, the low 40s for you Saturday, back in the mid-30s Sunday and Monday, upper 30s for you Tuesday and Wednesday, back down to the lower 30s as we head towards your Thursday. Moving forward, though, again, a partly cloudy sky, maybe mostly cloudy from time to time today, maybe a few flurries just to the north of us, maybe some rain over the ocean, but for us, we will stay dry today, becoming partly cloudy tonight. Some areas of dense fog we may have to watch out for as well. That will fizzle out as the sun comes up, and a lot of sunshine for your Saturday, so it'll be a nice day to get outside moving forward for your Saturday before more clouds and a small chance for precipitation moves in for your Sunday. So a forecast for today, mid-30s, partly cloudy with that west wind getting up to about 5 to 10 miles per hour. Later on tonight, upper teens getting a little cooler out there, partly cloudy, maybe some patchy dense fog from time to time, with the wind overall looking nice and calm. Moving ahead towards tomorrow, lower 40s, mostly sunny, a southwest breeze at about 5 miles per hour. Your Ansley more extended forecast, so snow showers move in on Sunday, highs in the mid-30s. We'll be under a mostly cloudy sky on Monday, highs still in the mid-30s. We're back in the upper 30s on Tuesday with a partly cloudy sky.
Celebrate Maine artisans, sampling and shopping the very best of Maine-made products at the Maine Harvest Festival, Cross Insurance Center, Bangor, November 19th and 20th, presented by the Maine Potato Board, MaineHarvestFestival.com.
Did you know that Renewal by Andersen will replace your windows any time of the year and in any weather? Made with our exclusive Fibrix material, which is vastly superior to vinyl, never needs painting, and resists warping and bowing. We custom build your replacement windows in the USA and back them with the nation's best warranty. Call Renewal by Andersen for your free consultation. Don't miss this money-saving deal with great financing. Installation is always included. Call now.
This is Todd. And this is Sarah.
She's leaving for Paris.
But this isn't your classic holiday rom-com. It's a Nissan Aventador.
Seriously?
Featuring the Nissan Rogue. And more standard power than a CR-V.
This is a love emergency.
Don't let true love or these offers get away.
Now get a low $199 per month lease on Altima.
How to holiday the Bob's way. Mr. Gnome, you look confused. I get it. Comparing two similar items from different stores is hard, but Bob's Discount Furniture makes deciding easy. Take these two sofas. Both power recline, both have USB ports, but my Avenger power reclining sofa has comfy Bobapedic seating and a neat drop-down table for fun snacks and bevs. Theirs doesn't. My Avenger is only $9.99. Theirs is a whopping $18.35. That's bananas. You know what else is bananas? Talking to a holiday gnome.
Celebrate Maine artisans, sampling and shopping the very best of Maine-made products at the Maine Harvest Festival, Cross Insurance Center, Bangor, November 19th and 20th, presented by the Maine Potato Board, MaineHarvestFestival.com.
Welcome back. I just got off the phone with Washington County Sheriff's Department. Unfortunately, we have some breaking news to tell you about, and they did confirm that there was some kind of a shooting last night in Cherryfield, perhaps this morning. Really don't have many details about it. Told it was around Keenan Road. Don't know anything about any victims or anything at that point, but we do know the investigation is underway, and the State Police Criminal Investigation Division is on scene there, too. They usually get called in when there's a serious crime going on. So as soon as we know more about that shooting in Cherryfield, we will certainly pass it on to you. Meanwhile, now to Washington and the end of an era on Capitol Hill. House Speaker Nancy Pelosi, the first and only woman to hold that position, announcing that she will not seek a leadership role in the upcoming session of Congress.
Pelosi will continue to serve in the House, where Republicans now count a slim majority after the midterm election and are beginning to frame their agenda. ABC's Justin Finch with the latest from Washington.
Good morning. History on the Hill as outgoing House Speaker Nancy Pelosi confirms she's stepping down, paving the way for a new generation of Democrats to rise. For nearly 2 decades, Nancy Pelosi has led House Democrats.
Never would I have thought that someday I would go from homemaker to House Speaker.
But come January, the 82-year-old House Speaker will pass the torch, marking the end of her history-making tenure.
The hour's come for a new generation to lead the Democratic caucus.
Pelosi, the daughter of a Maryland congressman, raised 5 children before working alongside 4 presidents. President Biden praising Pelosi, calling her the most consequential Speaker of the House in our history. Former Republican House Speaker Newt Gingrich saying in the past year, you could argue she's been the strongest Speaker in history. As Pelosi steps down, the GOP is gearing up to take control in the new year.
We're not trying to prove Hunter Biden is a bad actor. He is.
House Republicans revealing a top priority, investigating the president and his family, promising to look into the finances of Hunter Biden and others. And the White House agreeing with calls for Republicans to tackle kitchen table issues, denouncing congressional Republicans for, quote, wasting time and resources on political revenge. As for Pelosi, she will continue to serve out her term in the House.
Authorities in Idaho are trying to solve a murder mystery. 4 University of Idaho students were found stabbed to death last weekend, and their killer is still on the loose. Police are now releasing new details and are warning the public to stay vigilant. They released video footage showing the lifelong friends in their final hours last weekend, ordering food during a late night out. All 4 were found stabbed to death just hours later in an off-campus apartment. Police believe this was a targeted attack and that the victims potentially knew their killer. 2 other female roommates were home and survived the attack. They're helping police narrow in on a suspect.
Meanwhile, FBI Director Christopher Wray has told Congress he is extremely concerned that China could weaponize data collected through TikTok. The Chinese company ByteDance owns the popular app. Wray made his comments on Tuesday during a House Homeland Security Committee hearing on worldwide threats. The FBI director said there's a risk that the Chinese government could harness the video sharing app to influence users or control their devices. Wray says China's fast hacking program is the largest in the world, and he says the Chinese have stolen more of Americans' personal and business data than all other countries combined.
Now to Ticketmaster under fire after canceling yesterday's public sale of Taylor Swift tickets due to high demand. ABC's Will Gantz has the details.
If diamonds form under pressure, Ticketmaster is especially bejeweled this morning. The live event site under pressure yet again after scrapping plans to sell T-Swift tour tickets to the general public at all. Ticketmaster tweeting, due to extraordinarily high demands on ticketing systems and insufficient remaining ticket inventory to meet that demand, tomorrow's public on sale for Taylor Swift The Eras Tour has been canceled.
No, tell me right now this is a joke.
I literally feel like I'm about to burst into tears right now. It's baffling that they could have screwed it up this badly.
The CEO of Liberty Media, Live Nation's largest shareholder, appeared on CNBC's Squawk on the Street on Thursday.
The site was supposed to be opened up for 1.5 million verified Taylor Swift fans. We had 14 million people hit the site, including bots, another story, which are not supposed to be there. We could have filled 900 stadiums.
In other words, Taylor would have to play a stadium show every single night for the next 2.5 years to meet that demand. And fallout for Ticketmaster has been swift. Senator Amy Klobuchar sending a letter to the CEO of Live Nation expressing serious concerns about the state of competition in the ticketing industry and its harmful impact on consumers.
And look, the ticketing industry is ripe for corruption. What Ticketmaster always has to be looking out for is the bots and the hackers and all those people who are very, very eager to get these tickets, and buy up as many of them as they possibly can and then resell them on the secondary market.
While sales for the general public have been scrapped completely, our music expert thinks the roughly 10% of total tickets that were reserved for that sale will likely be disseminated among the verified fans who were shut out of Tuesday's pre-sale. Will Gans, ABC News, New York.
Still to come here on the second half of our show, we have your daily fun facts to impress upon your coworkers.
Plus the community calendar to get your weekend started as soon as possible. Don't go anywhere.
Come try one of our daily specials at Pat's Pizza in Hamden.
Tuesday, spaghetti or ziti with meatballs or sausage, only $5.50.
Wednesday, large one-topping pizza, only $8.50.
Thursday, get an oven-baked wrap for only $6.
Friday is fish and fries for only $8.
And Saturday, get a small one-item pizza with a fountain soda, only $8.
Bring the family to Pat's Pizza, 662 Main Road, North Hamden.
For over 75 years, Ariens has been blowing away the competition. Ariens snow throwers simply overpower other brands. See for yourself by watching the screen and then head to Jim Small Engines in Arlington, where these fabulous high-throwing Ariens snow throwers are on sale at unbelievable prices. Jim Small Engines brings 40 years experience in sales and service, and Jim knows that Ariens snow throwers are the best, but supplies are limited, so watch the screen and take advantage of the great sale prices on Ariens snow throwers now at Jim Small Engines, Snows Corner Road, Arlington.
You're watching Fox 22, Bangor.
Welcome back to Good Morning Maine. Today is Friday, November 18th, 2022, and today is also International Stand Up to Bullying Day. Not only is it observed in schools, but also in workplaces and organizations.
Oftentimes, and we said this last hour too, bullies, when they're young, they can grow up to be bullies as adults too.
Right.
So I know sometimes we don't always think of bullies as being adults, but...
And they can create younger bullies too.
Right.
You know, I've
That's
seen it happen
usually how it
before.
goes.
No time for bullying. Let's lift each other up.
There's
instead
always,
of
yes,
knocking them down.
everybody can always stand up to it.
Yeah.
Well, on this day in history in 1805, Maine history now, 30 women met at the home of Mrs. Silas Lees in Wiscasset, Maine, and organized the first women's club in America. Called the Female Charitable Society, their first deed was loaning a dress to a woman who had nothing to wear to church. They worked to fundraise and support widows and female orphans, as well as women who were not dependent on men. They still exist today doing fundraising work.
What a neat story.
Yeah.
Well, and on this day in 1755, Boston experienced the worst quake in its history. No deaths were reported there.
For birthdays today, we have legendary hitter David Ortiz, who's 46. Kirk Hammett, the lead guitarist for Metallica, is 59. And actor Owen Wilson is 53.
I like Owen Wilson a lot. He's a funny guy.
Yeah.
Happy birthday to all them. Big Papi, too. You know,
Right.
all of them.
Right. Yeah, Boston local.
Yeah. Let's talk about the weather now. Not a bad start to the day. It was a beautiful sunrise today. It looks like we'll see some sunshine heading right into the weekend.
Yeah, Devin Biggs has the forecast.
And thank you very much, Craig and Emma. Happy Friday. Your first weather forecast brought to you by Ansley Moore. Ansley has been a realtor since 2013. She works throughout the state of Maine with both buyers and sellers with a focus on the greater Bangor area. Alrighty, here we are, though. We do have a few alerts in effect. A small craft advisory that's also up until 6 a.m. Saturday. A gale watch is up until 7 a.m. Monday. We do have some active surf that we'll have to watch out for again with another system that will begin to move in. Here's a closer look at that small craft advisory, which expires at 6 a.m. on Saturday. Just this area highlighted here along the ocean front. That will drop first. They'll have to watch out for the gale alerts that will go into effect at least through parts of Monday morning. But here we are, though, at this point. We're looking pretty quiet out there. There's a few clouds that are passing through. Most of us will stay dry today. Areas to the north may get to see a few snow showers, but again, for us, staying dry with a partly cloudy sky overall. Here's a big picture right now. All this right here tracking from the west to the east. You can see we do have some snow developing. A lot of that lake effect snow, which is really hitting Buffalo at this point, though. But for us, so we will stay dry today with that partly cloudy sky, and any snow that does get going will stay to our north. Any rain will stay to our south. So we'll be good to go today. Partly cloudy. That might be fog. We may have to watch out for a little bit of fog that may develop overnight tonight in the parts of the morning period. Tomorrow, a little bit of wind we'll have to watch out for from time to time, mainly out of the southwest at around 5 to 10 miles per hour. Some of the higher gusts may still stay overseas at times, which is why those alerts are still in effect. But otherwise, your hourly forecast for the rest of the morning and afternoon period will be watching for a partly to mostly cloudy sky from time to time. Temperatures in the 30s. Your full 5-day forecast is coming up. Craig and Emma.
All right, thank you, Devin. Well, the UMaine Police Departments and University Volunteer Ambulance Corps has done their part to fundraise for the holidays. The departments were able to raise money to purchase and donate 27 turkeys for the Free the Z Turkey Drive. The drive, organized by Z107.3 in Brewer, was set to wrap up last night.
And if you'd like to donate to a Thanksgiving food drive and you're in the Millinocket area, you can drop off your non-perishable food donations to the following locations today for distribution to local families in need in Millinocket. That's at the Millinocket Town Hall, the Library, Rideouts Market, Katahdin General Store, and Millie's. Suggested donation items are packaged stuffing, canned cranberry, canned veggies, canned pie filling, evaporated milk, and gravy. So if you're in the Millinocket area and you missed the Z107.3 turkey drive, that's a great option as well.
I think Penquist is also still collecting. A kid wrapped up his big turkey drive last night in Brewer, but Penquist is going to continue to collect donations too. It's that time of year. Everybody could use a little helping hand.
Right,
so.
right,
Yep.
absolutely. And now let's take a look at the community calendar for events going on this weekend. Starting today, the Festival of Trees has been going on, as we've been seeing at the Anna Shrine in Bangor. That goes from 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. today. Admission is $2. Kids are free. The annual Camden Hills Ski Sale, registration starts today at 25 Kilson Drive in Rockport, starting at 3:30 p.m. That goes until 8. It's an annual ski sale. Friday, though, is the day to register and bring items to be tagged. Saturday and Sunday are sales days. Fusion 101 in Bangor at the Regional Chamber of Commerce at 5 p.m. It's a time for young professionals to meet and greet and network, free and open for all. Wreath making workshop tonight at 5:30 p.m. at the Maine Discovery Museum in Bangor. Reserve spots in advance to learn about the Maine holiday wreath making tradition. Rape Response Services dessert auction, an important fundraiser at 6 p.m. at the Hilton Garden Inn on Haskell Road. It's an annual dessert auction that's free admission to support prevention and intervention services in Penobscot and Piscataquis counties. It's free admission, family friendly. The Sound of Music play at 7:30 at the Waterville Opera House. Witness one of the most beloved musicals of all time. Tickets are $27. And TJ's Thanksgiving Billiards Tournament at 8 p.m. at TJ's Classic Billiards in Waterville. Team tournaments, $60 per team. And Create a Critter with Baxter State Park at 11 a.m. tomorrow. These are all things happening tomorrow at the Millinocket Memorial Library. It's a fun nature program, best for kids grades 5 through 8, but all are welcome. Beauty and the Beast play tomorrow at 3 p.m. at the Walker Auditorium in Millinocket, and a holiday craft fair at 9 a.m. tomorrow at the Bucksport High School. That goes until 2 p.m. Craft fair with concessions and a door prize, and another craft fair tomorrow at 9 a.m. till 3 p.m. at the Brick Church in Bangor. It's fundraising to aid the homeless. It's plenty of local crafters. There's a quilt raffle, chili and corn chowder lunch. $2 community yoga at Gatherings Community Center in Surrey tomorrow starting at 9 a.m. Affordable yoga for everyone, beginners and intermediates. And tomorrow at 7 p.m., improv comedy jam at the Lemoyne Grange Hall. Audience can be invited up on stage. Audience members will give suggestions for the scenes. No experience required. And a big one, the Maine Harvest Festival tomorrow at the Cross Insurance Center in Bangor from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. An abundance of artists, food vendors, craftspeople will be selling their wares. $8 admission, and I'm sure there's plenty of free samples as well.
That's another big one every year. And it's also a good chance for people doing some holiday shopping.
Yep.
Perhaps you're out doing some shopping tomorrow. Head over there. You'll find some great crafts and other things like that. I think they have like jams and jellies. And
all sorts of stuff from all over the state. It's really important to the Maine economy. You may find a new favorite that's just a small business.
Yeah, give you that unique gift too.
Right.
You know.
Perfect. Well, still to come here this morning, Tyler Cruz and Ryan Sudol will have your latest in local sports.
Don't go away.
The time is now, New England. Medicare annual enrollment is October 15th through December 7th. Hey, I know the glory of a final second win, but don't leave your health care decision up to a Hail Mary. And now it's more important than ever to have a team you can count on. United Healthcare offered some of the first Medicare Advantage plans in New England and is the only company with plans in all 6 states. Now, with more than 250,000 members, they're the leader. But it's not all about being the biggest. Trust me, I know. Sure, all their plans give you access to top doctors and hospitals throughout New England, as well as the nation's largest network of Medicare providers with no referrals. They're also affordable with $0 premium plans in every state, free primary care visits, eye and hearing exams, and no copays for labs, virtual visits, mammograms, and colonoscopies. There's coverage for glasses and hearing aids, and many plans have comprehensive dental benefits. Beyond the benefits, United Healthcare cares. Whether it's diabetes, heart disease, a disability, a knee replacement, United Healthcare has personal navigators, a single point of contact to help you get healthy so you can live your best life. United Healthcare is also the only plan to offer Renew Active with free gym memberships, thousands of online workouts, brain exercises, recipes, healthy lifestyle tips, and rewards for staying active. There are credits for over-the-counter items like vitamins and aspirins and zero copays on hundreds of prescription drugs. You may even get rewards for routine care like annual checkups and certain preventative screenings, all backed by one of the most trusted companies in the country and the Medicare Advantage leader in New England, United Healthcare. Choose and stick with the plan that is in it for the long game. Find out which United Healthcare Medicare Advantage plan is right for you. Call 1-800-236-3146 or visit uhc.com/United. newengland.com.
The Maine Black Bears take on the University of New Hampshire Wildcats this Saturday at noon on ABC 7.
Welcome back in, everyone. Thank you for staying with us. On Saturday, 8 11-man football teams from around the state will compete for the chance to raise a gold ball. Only 4 winners will be crowned, and one of those 8 teams is Skowhegan, and they'll be playing for their first title in about 50 years. Ryan Sudol has more.
In 1978, gas was a measly 70 cents a gallon. Andy Gibbs' Shadow Dancing was the #1 song that year. Great tune. And Skowhegan football won their last state championship.
They'll have a chance to do just that this Saturday against Portland.
We put in a lot of hard work for this. The community puts a lot of their time in. Our parents put a lot of their time in. Coaches put a lot of time into this, so it feels great for everybody.
It would truly feel great for head coach Ryan Libby, whose Skowhegan ties run deep.
I wasn't born then, but my parents were in school at Skowhegan during the 77 and 78 championship, and I was a graduate of Skowhegan myself. To be able to seal the deal and bring it home would be pretty amazing.
But the family ties don't stop there.
It would kind of bring home some bragging rights between me and my father. He lost back in 1989. He's always been talking about this moment coming up through elementary school, middle school. He's saying this is the group that could do it, and rightfully so.
But it hasn't been a bed of roses for the Riverhawks. After starting undefeated, they lost their last 2 games of the regular season. Getting back on track for the playoffs was all in the mental game.
2 losses at the end of the regular season would normally panic a lot of teams, but I feel like we grouped up and we got back into a better mental state, and the coaches got us back into a better mental state, really.
Those guys having the ability to restart and refocus is all mental strength.
And even though Skowhegan are underdogs against Portland, it might just end up helping them in the end.
The Skowhegan mentality, that sort of blue collar, we're going to go to work every day, we're going to bring the lunch pail with us every day, and these kids love it.
Being from northern Maine, you got that country boy, will-do attitude, but I believe we can do it.
The Riverhawks Class B title game against Portland takes place Saturday at 2:30 in Portland's Fitzpatrick Stadium. In Oakland, I'm Ryan Sudol, ABC 7, Fox 22.
Great work there, Ryan. Wishing the Riverhawks luck down in Portland on Saturday. We'll have our other area team in the state finals, Foxcroft Academy. We'll preview that matchup on Friday. So along with those games and the battle for the Bryce Cowell Musket up in Orono, it's going to be a busy football weekend up here. And for the Eagles over at Huston, they are no different with some postseason action at the Winkin Sports Complex on Saturday. After a slow start to the year, the Eagles rattled off 4 wins in their final 5 games. And despite losing the last game of the regular season, that was enough to earn them second place in the Commonwealth Coast Conference and a bowl game. They'll be hosting that bowl game on Saturday at noon against Plymouth State, and Coach Nat Clark says their squad is pumped up to have one more shot.
As a coach and speaking for the players, Ryan, we're really excited for the kids to have one more game. And to get a chance to host here on Saturday makes it even more special.
Clark says it was their goal when the season started to make a bowl game, and the second half, that was a great second half for Huston. They finished with numerous all-CCC selections. Quarterback Nick Visser was the conference's Offensive Player of the Year. Visser, like most of the key guys on the team, he's only in his junior season, so being successful enough to earn a bowl game at home is huge, and it gives them a ton of confidence for next year.
For us to make a postseason game, a bowl game, we think it will springboard us here for the future. We do have a lot of underclassmen playing, and so this would be a great experience to be in a bowl game. As we told the team yesterday when we met with them, the intensity in a bowl game will be just as much intensity as an NCAA playoff game. So it would be a great experience for our guys to play in that kind of atmosphere Saturday.
All right, huge for the Eagles right there to have that game at home. Let's stay with football now. And on to the Patriots. They are on to the Jets after the bye week, but not before taking a deep look in the mirror. New England at just 5-4 through their first 9 games. They're still in a position to make a push for the playoffs, and their brand of football this year isn't really shocking. The defense has been the strong suit, arguably one of the best in the league, and the offense has really struggled. The conversation at the bye is the offense. Many people expected Mac Jones to take a big second-year jump this season, and those who expected that are kind of disappointed. His stats really aren't in his favor, and he says over this week off, he took the time to do, quote, a full audit of himself, and now they're ready to make a push.
A lot of us are working on different things every day, and the bye week's, a great time to do that. So for me, just making sure my feet and eyes are in the right place and continue to go through my reads and continue to improve in the weight room, nutrition, all that stuff. So it's a full audit of yourself, I guess you can call it. Kind of look at yourself and see what you can do better. There's a lot of games coming up, and this is a great time to make a good push.
Is a great time to make a push. 3 games in 12 days for New England. We'll know a lot about them after that stretch. That's all the time we have for sports. We'll be right back after the break.
Hello, Maine. This is Steve McKay. Not sure what the weather will be in your neck of the woods, but there's a 100% chance of Luke showing up near you. Next Home Experience is listing and selling homes throughout Maine. Get looped and get sold with Next Home Experience.
With my hectic life, you'd think retirement would be the last thing on my mind. Thankfully, Voya provides comprehensive solutions and shows me how to get the most out of my workplace benefits. Voya helps me feel like I got it all under control.
Voya. Well planned, well invested, well protected.
Clunky beige plastic or Presto. You choose. Better hearing made virtually invisible. That's the Irigo difference.
Wherever you are, whether you're ready or not, it's coming. With a purpose, with persistence, with the power to change the way you live. So you don't have to change the way you live. Generac automatic standby generators. Control your power, control your life. Visit Generac.com.
On the next Last Man Standing,
I love pinball.
Ed gets a new toy.
Try it, it's fun.
So much fun. I only want to be paid in quarters from now on.
Move aside. I'm just going to show you this one time.
And reawakens the wizard.
Every time I turn that, some twitchy-fingered kid just look at it finally go, hey, I hear you're the one to beat.
I hear you're the guy to beat.
Last Man Standing.
This afternoon, starting at 4 on Fox 22.
Looking for your dream home? Contact a Next Homie today and see what's available right now. Sellers, get ready to get looped and get sold. With Next Home Experience, we have your buyers.
Welcome back, everyone. An iconic filmmaker has a new project in the works. 2 horror titans plan to team up and more.
Fox's Ashley Dvorkin has the latest from the Hollywood Nation.
Horror movie giants team up, and Tarantino shares a big surprise in the Hollywood Nation. Quentin Tarantino is going back to TV. Variety reports the legendary filmmaker has an 8-episode series on the way with production next year. The last time the director worked on the small screen was CSI back in 2005. Jason Blum and James Wan are joining forces. According to the New York Times, the horror movie powerhouses are in talks to merge companies Blumhouse and Atomic Monster. They'll produce movies, TV series, and more. If the deal goes through, Wan's company will be brought under the same first-look deal Blum is under at Universal Pictures. Both will operate under their own names. The duo have previously collaborated on the Insidious franchise, and most recently on the upcoming highly anticipated sci-fi thriller Megan.
Hi, Megan. I'm Katie.
Speaking of Megan, the New York Times is also reporting Universal Pictures is considering a sequel before the film even premieres January 6th. The trailer became an instant hit on social media after its release a month ago. TikTok posts featuring #Megan have been viewed over 300 million times.
I won't let anything harm you.
In Hollywood, Ashley Dvorkin, Fox News.
I'm watching previews for that too. It looks freaky.
It does.
Your kind of movie. You like the scary movies.
I don't know.
Like
that doppelganger doll stuff it's almost too scary. Yeah.
Reminds me of Chucky when Chucky came out years ago.
That's what I was going to say too. New age Chucky.
Megan dolls around here pretty soon.
Here's meteorologist Evan Biggs.
Alrighty, Craig and Emma, thank you very much. Your full weather forecast brought to you by Ansley Moore. Ansley has been a realtor since 2013. She works throughout the state of Maine with both buyers and sellers with a focus on the greater Bangor area. Alrighty, here we are. We do have gale watches and small craft advisories. Both are in effect. The small craft advisories will expire first. What you see shaded here is the gale watch. It's a whole coast that's up until 7 a.m. Monday, which means we're expecting an upgrade to gale warnings at some point, though. So let's just show you the small craft advisory that's currently in effect, and this will expire at 6 a.m. as we head towards your Saturday. As things will calm down first, and then we'll have to watch out for things to get active again, though, as another system will look to pass through. But otherwise, here we are. Just some clouds moving through this morning. We'll be under a partly cloudy sky in general today, maybe mostly cloudy from time to time as well. There's a lot of lake effect snow that's developing just off to our west, so courtesy of this front right about in here. Buffalo really getting it this morning. This front will track off towards the east, and that's why the ocean will get active yet again. We might get a little bit of snow as we head towards you Sunday, but that'll be about it. But the winds in the short term, though, won't be too bad. They'll actually start to calm down just a little bit, maybe a quick gust up to 15 miles per hour. But overall, especially as we head towards your Saturday, things will be looking pretty good. Otherwise, though, wave heights are active in a few areas ranging from 2 to 9 feet according to some of the buoys right nearby, even up to 11 feet further off towards the south and east. So the ocean is active with a cold front overseas right now. Our average high being 45 degrees, but we're not going to be close to that. We're going to be in the mid-30s today, the low 40s for you Saturday, back in the mid-30s Sunday and Monday, upper 30s for you Tuesday and Wednesday, back down to the lower 30s as we head towards your Thursday. Moving forward, though, again, a partly cloudy sky, maybe mostly cloudy from time to time today, maybe a few flurries just to the north of us, maybe some rain over the ocean, but for us, we will stay dry today, becoming partly cloudy tonight. Some areas of dense fog we may have to watch out for as well. That will fizzle out as the sun comes up, and a lot of sunshine for your Saturday, so it'll be a nice day to get outside moving forward for your Saturday before more clouds and a small chance for precipitation moves in for your Sunday. So a forecast for today, mid-30s, partly cloudy with that west wind getting up to about 5 to 10 miles per hour. Later on tonight, upper teens getting a little cool out there, partly cloudy, maybe some patchy dense fog from time to time, with the wind overall looking nice and calm. Moving ahead towards tomorrow, lower 40s, mostly sunny, a southwest breeze at about 5 miles per hour. Your Ansley more extended forecast, so snow showers move in on Sunday, highs in the mid-30s. We'll be under a mostly cloudy sky on Monday, highs still in the mid-30s. We're back in the upper 30s on Tuesday with a partly cloudy sky.
Interest rates are on the rise and making waves in the real estate market. Buying or selling? You need a navigator. I'm Holly Taylor. Come to the one who gets it done. HollyTaylor.Realtor.
Hear that music? It can only mean breakfast bagels are back at McDonald's. Imagine a fluffy egg, 2 slices of cheese, plus your choice of a steak patty, bacon, or sausage, all in a toasted bagel. That's right, the steak, egg, and cheese bagel, bacon, egg, and cheese bagel, and sausage, egg, and cheese bagels are all back, but only for a limited time at McDonald's.
Looking for winter services? There is still time to sign up. The pros at Atlantic Lawn Care and Landscape specialize in snow removal and ice management for commercial and residential properties. They will take care of the snow plowing, snow blowing, shoveling, salting, and sanding. Atlantic now has 2 locations and is accepting new clients in Brewer, Bangor, Vesey, and in town Orono, Brunswick, Topsail, Bath, and surrounding areas. Call for your free estimate or visit our website for customizable services. Local, reliable, and fully insured. Atlantic Lawn Care and Landscape.
Check 1, check 2. The store's appearance may have changed throughout the years, but its dedication to our community and families has not wavered. We will still welcome you with a smile and top-notch service. If you need coffee, check. Tasty treats,
Check.
freshly made pizza, check. Or wine and spirits,
Check.
stop by and fill up your tank and check us out.
Homes are selling in a single day. The real work happens well before. I'm Holly Taylor, and I have the expertise to guide you through your home improvements. Come to the one who gets it done. HollyTaylor.Realtor.
Welcome back. Well, gaming and McDonald's fans are in luck. The restaurant just added a new item to its portfolio, perfect for gamers. The McCrispy is the chain's new gamer chair. It's designed with lower back support and neck pillows, a cup holder, and even 2 modular armrest extensions that can be switched up for all players. It also has a heat zone that keeps burgers warm while you play. McDonald's only made 4 of these chairs. The restaurant chain is giving away another one of these chairs in an upcoming Facebook competition. Get your burger warming chair.
I was going to say, yeah. What kind of burger warmer?
My burgers don't last long enough to go cold, so.
That
I don't know.
I like the way you think. Yep. Well, Denny's is offering a deal like no other this Thanksgiving. The restaurant chain will sell 150 of its new everyday value tees. The shirts will feature a QR code on that sleeve.